Just as Dagu received the light of human hope and transformed into Radiant Diga to defeat the evil god Gatangel, the double contrast live broadcast arrived, with Dagu as the main protagonist. The Great Antiquity of the White World. I have been hiding my identity all along, and my strength is not strong after transforming into a Diga. Despite being a mage named Ultraman, he has been engaged in close combat and has never fully unleashed the power of the Light Giant Diga. Every time I have to reach the last moment to defeat the monster, and then I am covered in scars. The Great Antiquity of the Black World. At the beginning, reveal your identity and strive to improve yourself every day. He knows how to use the mage's special skills and directly elevate Diga's skills to the full level. Facing the monster, he resolutely engaged in close combat, easily solving the monster and minimizing damage. The most outrageous thing is that he even created many super fusion moves himself. Before Gatangel could resurrect, he could easily transform into a shining Diga. After eliminating all the monsters on Earth, a group of beautiful women such as Black Dagu and Lina Jujiehui lived a happy life at sea for a few people. Chapter 1. Double Contrast Live comes, shocking everyone. You are listening at novel.full.audio. Victory Team Base. Dagu looked at the azure sky and endless ocean, and breathed a sigh of relief in his heart. Humanity ultimately overcame darkness. The light of hope has always been hidden in people's hearts. At this moment, he really wants to shout out loud. The sea breeze blew his hair and wiped away the sweat from his body, as well as the worries in his heart. Dagu. From behind came Lina's shouts. Dagu smiled and turned around, feeling very happy when he saw his companions coming. He thought he would never see his companions again this time. I thought I wouldn't see Lina anymore. Dagu, that's great. Lina's eyes were filled with tears. Then he hugged Dagu tightly. Dagu also hugged Lina and said, I heard your voice. I heard your voice. Lina smiled happily, tears streaming down the corners of her eyes, and she hugged even tighter. She thought she would never see Dagu again. The others saw this scene with happy smiles and relieved gazes on their faces. Lina, we humans have finally overcome darkness. We no longer have to be dominated by darkness in the future. Dagu said. Lina nodded and said, yes, I have always believed that we can overcome the darkness. I have always believed that our Diga Ultraman will surely overcome the darkness. By the way, I'll give you something, said Dagu, taking out his divine light stick. Then it was handed over to Lina. However, at this point, the divine light stick has turned into a stone. In less than a moment, it turned into ashes in Lina's hand and drifted away with the sea breeze. Lina sighed and said, Dagu, so you can't become a Diga Ultraman again in the future, can you? Dagu Dao. Actually, everyone can turn into light by their own strength. You've also become light, haven't you? Lina nodded in agreement with a smile. You guys, look. What's that? At this moment, Yi-Rui and his companions pointed to the huge black shadow that appeared in the sky and exclaimed in surprise. Everyone quickly looked towards the sky. Instantly shocked, his pupils widened. What exactly is this? Oh my goodness. It's so huge, isn't it a prehistoric beast? Damn it, haven't we already defeated the ruler of darkness? Isn't darkness already over? Why are there monsters coming again? And this monster has a huge body size, which we have never seen before. What should we do? Mad, I thought we had already overcome the darkness, but to my surprise, we thought it was too simple. It seems that our battle with the darkness is not over yet. Ding. Double contrast live broadcast sky falls. Everyone was exclaiming as a loud mechanical sound echoed in the sky. At the same time, a huge screen appeared in the sky. The screen is divided into black and white sides, directly covering the entire sky. At this moment, All humans around the world looked at the huge sky in shock, their faces filled with shock and terror. Done, it seems that the darkness is not over yet. What kind of monster is this? It actually covers the entire sky. It seems that we humans will ultimately be unable to escape extinction. I've said it all, how could we humans possibly defeat the darkness? With such a big monster, we definitely can't beat it. Even Shining Diga cannot help us this time. Just emerging from the apocalyptic crisis, humanity has just regained some confidence and hope, but it has been suppressed by this huge canopy. Ding! Don't panic, all of you. I'm not a monster. This system is a dual comparison live streaming system. Everyone looked surprised and bewildered. I don't know what this is. Ding! The dual comparison live streaming system is starting. The live broadcast room will showcase a comparison between two worlds. The protagonist of this comparison is Dagu, who can transform into the Light Giant Diga. It can also be said to be a comparison between two Digas. The comparison will be divided into a black world and a white world, where the white world is the original world you are in. The black world is another parallel world similar to yours. During the comparison live broadcast, everyone will be in a virtual viewing space. In the virtual seating space, you can only sit and watch, and you will be banned to prevent you from hurting each other. Ding, the virtual viewing space has been activated. Next second. Everyone seemed to have arrived at a huge cinema in an instant. Everyone is sitting in their seats. Moreover, they can only move around their seats and have no contact with others around them. Including the Lina and others, they all came to this virtual viewing space. Ding! Welcome to the double contrast live virtual viewing space. You are about to watch a comparison between two live rooms here. When watching the comparison live broadcast, the system will start the quiz session irregularly. There will be generous rewards for participating in the activity. As for the specific game rules and reward rules, we will discuss them later. Open the chat room now. Ding! Relevant important personnel have been pulled into the chat room. Everyone who has been pulled in, you can speak freely in the chat room. There are not many prohibited rules in the chat room of this live streaming system, so please feel free to open up and chat. As soon as the live chat room starts, someone starts to bubble up. Wildflower Bayou. Damn it, it seems like I can really send messages. Bully, what kind of force is this? How do I feel like this doesn't seem like it's done by a monster Lius Lina? It's really amazing, but there's always panic in my heart. I always feel like there's something wrong with this system, Shin Ching Tetsuo, but this thing seems quite interesting, and I don't know which power is controlling it. Let's take a look first. Now I feel like I'm being locked down. If we want to break this blockade, it's probably really difficult. The scariest thing is how to eat later and how to go to the bathroom. Can it be that eating, drinking, and urinating are all on this chair? I think the comparison between this and live streaming may really be that monsters are playing tricks, and I don't know what their ultimate move is this time. I feel like they want to lock us alive. What is the situation? How could I be locked in this enclosed space? What is a comparison to live streaming? No, am I resurrected? Are the people from the victory team also in this chat room? Gorzan. What kind of ghost? How was it restrained by a force? What exactly is this place? I'm going out, I'm going out. Chapter 2. The live broadcast begins, and the monsters are boiling. You are listening at novel.full.audio. Kiri aloud. What's going on? What is this place? Is this Earth? Did I come out, Melba? Am I reborn? Suddenly. The chat channel boiled and exploded directly. Digging well Jing already. Lie down, why are these monsters also in this chat room? And, even those monsters that used to be silent were able to speak. How could it be possible? I'm a bit confused now. What the hell is going on here? It's unbelievable, Wildflower Hachiyu. Everyone, I think this may really be a force from another universe. Although I am currently unable to detect through computers and instruments, I am certain that we are being manipulated by an extremely mysterious force. I think this power should not come from the power of monsters, but from another universe. Shin Ching Tetsuo, damn it, these monsters are really annoying. Why are the monsters that were once killed now resurrected? Why did this force bring these monsters back to life? What exactly is this comparison to live streaming about, Yuan Dagu? Don't worry, let's first take a look at how to compare this live streaming system. Although I can no longer become a Diga Ultraman, my genes do not reject this force. I don't think this force belongs to the forces of evil or justice. I always feel that this may be an opportunity for us. Let's take a look at the situation first. After Dagu finished speaking, everyone gradually calmed down. They want to see what this so-called comparative live streaming prop should do. If it's not really an evil force, then it's okay. Ding. All the members who have been pulled into the chat channel are important characters in this universe. When watching the comparison live broadcast, each of you must participate, and you all have a share. Whether dead or alive. Dead people, monsters, or people from other planets, if you are still alive at this time, it is just your ideology. Now you are only alive for a while, not truly resurrected. If you want to reconcile, you can participate in the quiz later. After receiving the reward, you have a chance to resurrect. Now let me announce the game rules. According to the comparison system introduction. Later, there will be a live video of two worlds. The white world is what happened in their original world. The black world is something that happens in another parallel world. And the protagonist in comparison is naturally our Dagu. Compare live broadcasts based on the every move of the two ancient worlds, white world and black world. During the process, there will be a quiz session. The person who successfully answers the question will receive generous rewards. The prizes include super moves, power, weapons, transformation mechs, resurrection armor, and so on. It can be said that there is everything. Of course, only people or monsters in the chat room have the opportunity to participate in the quiz. Whether it's humans, monsters, or aliens, they all have equal opportunities and fair competition. Dig Jing Jing. Woku, if that's the case, then each of us has a chance to become a super warrior, right? And even monsters can become super monsters. Even able to resurrect. Is it so magical wildflower by you? It sounds quite interesting, it's a bit like playing a game. I really like this game, New City Master. Good is good, this is indeed an opportunity for us, but there is also an opportunity to encounter monsters. If these super monsters come back to life and are even stronger and more powerful than before, what should we do? Now our Dagu can no longer become a Diga Ultraman. Even if he can actually become a Diga Ultraman again, it will be difficult for us to deal with these monsters. Once the live broadcast ends, I'm afraid these monsters will all come back to life one after another, and then we will face more monster groups. So this is just a nightmare for us Lina. So what should we do? I am very worried in my heart now, and I am a bit scared mediation Hui. It's okay, don't think too much, as long as we actively participate in answering and work hard to answer questions. And I just heard from the system that it can also obtain that kind of enlightenment power. That is to say, if we obtain this power of enlightenment, we can transform these evil monsters into good ones. Then we become our teammates, which gives us more strength to deal with the forces of darkness, so we still have great opportunities just as everyone was discussing fiercely. The sound of the live streaming system resounds loudly. The comparison live broadcast is about to start. Please be prepared, calm down, and watch the comparison video carefully. Ding! Double comparison live broadcast officially begins. Now we are about to play the first comparative video of the white world. Compare the sound of the live streaming system. The image emerged from the huge white light curtain. The whole room quickly quieted down. Everyone widened their eyes and prepared to start watching the comparison live video. Although many people are still in a confused state, everyone also needs to watch the video carefully. Because there is a questioning session. After answering correctly, you will receive generous rewards. Who doesn't like it? Even monsters are no exception. Gorzan. So that's what happened. I've figured it out now. You people, just wait for me to resurrect and become a super monster. I want you all to know that I'm amazing. I'm the strongest super monster in the entire universe. Digia Ultraman, after I am resurrected, I will make you pay the price. I want revenge Gakuma. Gorzan, Digia Ultraman is my person. I will personally kill him. You are not allowed to compete with me. I want Digia Ultraman to step on my feet and let him die at my feet. And then destroy humanity, that's my goal. This time, I must make all humanity tremble for me Light Giant. Don't compete with me, you can't even compete with me. However, I didn't expect you all to be beaten to death by Diga Ultraman. It turns out you're not doing much either. From your foolish looks, I know you can't compare to me Gorzan. Rigadrond, don't say a few words about yourself. Who do you think you are? Do you dare to look down on us just because of you? After I am resurrected, I will drill a big hole in your chest and empty your heart. My temper is very irritable. I was surprised to see these monsters arguing and digging a well. Dig Jing Jing. It's unbelievable that these monsters are still arguing with each other. It seems that they are not united. Chapter 3. By Gorzan comes on, by Dagu comes on. You are listening at novel.full.audio. But at this moment, the image in the white light curtain has gradually become clearer. Everyone quickly quieted down. Only visible in the picture. In the black night sky of the universe. A firelight fell from the sky like a meteorite and landed on Earth. Continuing. That meteorite exploded. A huge monster popped out of it. Gorzan. Sleeping slot, isn't this me? So I appeared so early. Ha ha ha, everyone, have you seen me? This is my show. I am the first monster to appear, so I have a good reputation. Maybe this time I'm the protagonist of the monster, you all have to come back Melba. Don't get angry there, and usually the first monster to appear is the weakest. Do you really think you're the strongest one? Our evil god emperor has not even spoken yet. What qualifications do you have to talk nonsense here? You're just the first monster to be cannon fodder. What's so proud of DG Masami? Ha ha ha, these monsters are really laughing at me. I just watched you argue. I want to see what kind of flowers you can stir fry, New City philosopher. They are all a group of dark monsters. What kind of presents are you looking for here? Even if you are resurrected, we will still have a way to make you die again. You are all dark destroyers, you all deserve to die. Can you watch the live broadcast quietly? Is there anything so noisy? If you are chattering, I will destroy you all, destroy the entire Earth DG Masami. Oh, I'm so scared. Anyway, you are now controlled by this mysterious force. Plus, you ugly monster, it's just that ideology still exists. What qualifications do you have to shout at us? Surprisingly, he said he wanted to destroy our planet. I think whether you can resurrect is a big question Kirith. You are all just destroyers, and you will all be judged by angels. This time the power of the universe has given me the opportunity to resurrect, indicating that I am the ruler of this world. Just as everyone was arguing incessantly, the Gorzan monster in the picture had already begun to fiercely attack and destroy the buildings on the ground. Crying loudly while destroying. At this moment, Victory Team's fighter jets are flying over. In the airplane, Lina and Dagu work together, one flying a plane and the other launching an attack. The cooperation between the two is quite tacit. The real comparison protagonist finally made it to the stage. Lina. Look, it's me and Dagu, we're on stage. Mediation Hui. Originally, this comparison started after the monster first appeared. This is the beginning of our Earth's crisis Yi Rui Bayu. Yes, although the journey was thrilling and arduous, I really have a bit of nostalgia for the past. Although there is more painful nostalgia, it is truly irresistible to be missed. Shinagawa Tetsuo, I'm really curious about when our great Gu was able to transform into Diga Ultraman. Or rather, at a very early age, this kid had already obtained the divine light stick that could transform into Diga Ultraman, and he has been hiding from us all along. Dagu smiled and shook his head. Yuan Dagu. No, I can't transform into Diga Ultraman at this time. I haven't obtained the divine light stick yet. But it's going to be fast. Come back to the video. At this moment, with the cooperation of Dagu and Lina, the Gorzan monster was driven away. Seeing this scene, the monsters sneered disdainfully. Li Jiatalong. Che, I thought this guy was so powerful that he was just an ordinary fighter jet and drove you away. Isn't this just a mouse drilling a hole and escaping? Thank you for claiming to be the protagonist of monsters. I see you are indeed the cannon fodder of monsters. I'm really scared to the point where I was beaten back as soon as I came out. I don't know how timid you are, Melba. I just said this guy is not important at all. If you don't believe it, this guy is just cannon fodder. Everyone can also think about how powerful the first monster to appear can be. Even if it's not the weakest, it's still in the countdown. For me, it's just a weak explosion. Kakuma. Cluck cluck. You really want to laugh me to death? Not even half of me. I thought I was the weakest. It seems that there are even weaker monsters than me. It's really embarrassing for us monsters. Not even humans. Gorzan became angry. He knew he wasn't the most powerful monster, but being ridiculed by these people really made him feel uncomfortable. But what everyone is saying is also true. At that time, he was indeed a little scared because he had just arrived on Earth and was not familiar with things on Earth. So when encountering the fighter jets of the victory team, I felt a bit at a loss. I thought the other party was very powerful, so I ran away first to save my life. Later, he gradually launched an attack after mastering the enemy's information and strength. I didn't expect that it was precisely because of this idea that he made a joke. Gorzan. I'm too lazy to talk nonsense to you. I just have my own plan. I'm just probing, but no matter what you say, I don't mind. Anyway, there will be a quiz session later, and then I'll let you all know that I'm not jealous of Gorzan. Come back to the video. After Lina and Dagu drove the monster away, they found a strange meteorite and brought it back to the base for research. Genius programmer Yi Rui quickly cracked the password and information of this strange rock. After they cracked this strange stone, they obtained a pitiful image. Then I received news from the leader Yu Lian that not only a monster like Gorzan appeared on Earth at this time. Even other monsters such as Melba have been resurrected one after another. An unprecedented crisis on Earth is imminent. After hearing this news, the members of the victorious team were all amazed, showing a look of surprise, fear, and worry. Melba. So I was nominated so early. However, it should be said that the technology of Earthlings is still somewhat advanced. Surprisingly, the information and secrets in this stone were unlocked. Gorzan. Melba, you just laughed at me. Now that you have been nominated, it shows that even if you are not the worst monster, you are still the last one. But I think you're not as powerful as me. My destructive power is much stronger than yours. If you don't believe it, let's have a performance after the live broadcast, and then you will know if I have the ability. I have always remembered the words of the leader, and at that time, I was very surprised and worried. But my concern is correct, because everything we went through later was really a catastrophe and suffering. It's not easy for us to achieve today's victory. Chapter 4. Mami is also here, Silla is also here, everyone is here. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Zone Fongcheng. Yes, our journey has indeed been very arduous. However, thanks to everyone's unity and hard work, we finally achieved victory. In short, each of us is excellent. Although I don't know if this comparative live broadcast is caused by some kind of mysterious power or monsters. But I believe that if we can unite again, unite as one, and fight against all the dark forces together, we will still win Mami. Ha! What exactly is this situation? How am I in a mysterious space? I'm not already. How did I resurrect? You are all members of the victory team. Can I chat with you after seeing Mami appear? Everyone was immediately surprised. Lina. Mami. You. So you were also included in this chat room. We've been bubbling for a long time, why are you only appearing now, DG Masami? Damn it, it turns out Mami is also here, that's really great. Shin Ching Tetsuo. Mami. So you were also pulled into this chat room, which really surprised me. We are really happy to see you in this chat room. I'm very happy, intermediary Hui. Yes, but I guess now that Mami is an ideology, it hasn't completely revived. Mami, your profile picture is still so sunny, cute, and beautiful. We are very happy to see you at this moment. Mami is in a hidden space, after all, she belongs to the dead, just an ideology, and is sealed in a hidden space. But she can chat with everyone and also see videos comparing live broadcasts. At first, Mami was a bit confused, but soon, a lot of information appeared in front of her. Mami quickly understood. Turns out they were all pulled into a very magical chat room. Dead people can also communicate and watch comparative live broadcasts with others through their own ideology. And by comparing live broadcasts, you can also participate in various quiz activities to receive various rewards. Mami. I fell asleep just now, and I just woke up. I never expected that I could still communicate with everyone through my ideology. And I can also participate in this comparative live broadcast activity with everyone. I am really happy to see you again and chat with you. Mami is very happy. Silla. Mami, so you're also in this chat room. Oh my goodness, so you're also here. I miss you so much, Mami. I can't suppress the excitement in my heart now. I'm so happy seeing Silla also foaming, everyone became even more excited and surprised. Mami. Silla. It's really a long time no see. I am very happy to see you again, I am really so happy. Thank you. Although I don't know if this system is a mysterious force or a monster, at least I still have the opportunity to talk to my Silla. I am very happy today. Mami was very happy and excited, crying with joy. Silla, too. Although they cannot embrace and meet in their respective spaces, being able to chat together and look at each other's avatars in this chat room is also a very good way to meet. This kind of thing is much happier than receiving rewards in a live broadcast. Maya. Not bad, I was a bit confused just now, and now I also want to take a risk. I thought I had hallucinations, I thought I had gone to another world after death. It turned out that all of this happened in reality, and I was able to chat with everyone. Dagu, now everyone should know that you are Diga Ultraman. The most impressive person to me is you, Jin Yume. Wow, so Maya is also here, that's really great. I feel like there may be other people around, but they may be asleep or not yet awake, which is why they haven't been bubbling. I feel that this is quite good compared to the live streaming system. Whether it's the power of monsters or some kind of divine power, it's a very good experience for me. At least it can allow us to see many of our old friends again, even my deceased friends. Many old friends, including some who have died before, have appeared in the chat room one after another, and can chat with everyone in this chat room. Of course. Many monsters also bubble along. Goer. I thought only I wasn't dead, and now everyone is alive. I don't want to bubble, but I still can't help it. I didn't expect there to be such a mysterious force in this universe. However, I hate you humans very much. Since I have this opportunity, I will definitely strive for resurrection. If you kill me once, I will definitely retaliate against you. I will make you pay for it with blood, Augusta. What a despicable human being, I am definitely just like you, I will never make you feel good. I didn't expect that you would truly defeat our dark forces this time and never let you win again, Yanagaki. Diga Ultraman, I will once again drain the power within you, I will make you fall at my feet. Bakken. Humans, you all really must fall asleep again. I want you to live in nightmares forever this time, Maronites. Humans, we Maronites have really returned once again. Zogat. Friend, delicious. In no time, a large number of monsters emerged one after another in the chat room. All kinds of monsters are here. The corners of everyone's mouths twitched. I was very excited and happy just now, but my smile suddenly froze. If these guys eventually come back to life, it would be a huge disaster for them. And that evil god, the Dark Dominator, is also in this chat room. Shin Ching Tetsuo, damn it, I'm in a good mood, but I was influenced by these monsters. These extremely bad monsters, these disgusting and ugly monsters can also bubble with us in this chat room. When I saw them, I was really angry. These guys have brought tremendous destruction and disaster to our planet and humanity. They are all evil, Zajera. Then you have to ask about what you humans have done before, but my pollen can make you sleep in beautiful dreams. I will let you enjoy endless happiness in the last moment of your life, Zoga, Zajera, what's so remarkable about that broken flower of yours? Do you still want to bring happiness to humanity? Human beings have killed us, I wish I could cut them to pieces. If you dare to give them beautiful dreams and happiness, I will dig out your roots and throw them into the sea of fire to burn to death. Chapter 5. Victory Team searching for the Giant of Light, two monsters panicked. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Come back to the video. After receiving the prophecy information from Captain Yu Lian, everyone was initially very surprised, even a bit panicked. But people don't quite believe it. They don't believe in the prophecies in this time machine, but Dagu does. However, everyone is still conducting research on time machines. But after a while, the giant monster Melba, whose sky was shattered, appeared. Exactly in line with the prophecy in the time machine. Now everyone is panicking and surprised again. By Dagu said, it seems that this prophecy is true. Both monsters have appeared. Next is the giant in the pyramid, who may be able to save us humans. Captain by Jujiehui said, where is that pyramid giant? How should we find him? Now everyone's faces are a bit unpleasant, and they are gradually believing in the prophecies in the time machine. Has the Earth's mutation really begun? Is the end of humanity approaching? Everyone is a bit panicked. If these monsters appear, how should they deal with them? These monsters are huge in size and extremely destructive, making it really difficult to kill them. Ordinary artillery attacks are of little use to them. Even their advanced fighter jets from the victory team only inflict flesh and skin damage on these monsters. It is impossible to stop these monsters in a short period of time, let alone kill them quickly. These two huge monsters have an extra second to live, and more people will die on Earth. Everyone was in a moment of panic and didn't know what to do. If the prophecy is true, then the next step is really to find that pyramid giant. However, the biggest question now is where to find this pyramid giant. Is there really an ancient giant of light? Can this giant really defeat these monsters and save humanity? New City Philosopher. Take a look, we were really nervous back then. Actually, at that time, I didn't dare to believe this was a fact. I just feel that this may be a coincidence, because I really can't believe in the variation of the Earth, let alone the emergence of so many powerful monsters in the future. I just thought it might be some kind of massive creature from outer space. Masami DG. Yes, that's what I thought at the time. I wasn't even that nervous or worried. Because I believe that with our human technology combined with the power of all humanity, we can still deal with two super large monsters. At that time, I didn't quite believe in that prophecy. If I believed that terrible prophecy, it would mean that humanity had basically entered the end Melba. I've almost forgotten when I first appeared. It turns out I came out so early. However, from watching this video, I feel that my appearance is much more imposing than Gorzan's. So I'm stronger than this guy. I look even more fierce and terrifying Gorzan. Melba, you fart. How could you be even more ferocious than me? Don't underestimate me too much, I am much more powerful than you Suena Ghost. A group of foolish monsters and humans. If I weren't restricted, you wouldn't be my opponents at all. The earth cannot be ruled and destroyed by monsters like you, and of course, I cannot let humans rule this world. I am the master of this world Sirah. You despicable monsters, you have no conscience at all. Although humans have made mistakes, they are also slowly awakening. It is truly despicable for you to exterminate and even destroy this earth. If I could be resurrected, I would never let you destroy the earth. I will work with Mami to protect the earth and humanity Gatangel. No, humans will never understand this. If it weren't for humans suffering on their own, we dark monsters wouldn't have been able to resurrect, and I wouldn't have awakened either. All of this is done by humans. Without humans, the earth will only become better and better. My appearance is to destroy humanity and also to protect the earth. Of course, for those monsters and aliens who want to occupy or destroy Earth, I will never agree. If I can resurrect, you people and monsters will all die. Evil gods are truly evil gods, and their speech is indeed very domineering. DG Masami. You monsters, don't have any more intentions towards our planet. We humans cannot be eliminated. We humans are the most important creatures on Earth. Why is eliminating us humans protecting the earth? If there were no monsters like you on this earth, then the world would become even better. The members of the victory team began to angrily confront these monsters. Everyone is arguing endlessly. However, Dagu and some monsters did not argue with everyone, but watched the video seriously. After all, their goal is only one, which is to watch the video carefully and participate in the quiz to get rewards. Arguing over these boring topics is just a distraction from their attention. Come back to the video. At this point, everyone followed Dagu's advice and went to search for the pyramid and the Giant of Light. Captain Jujiehui set off with the members of the victory team. Hard work pays off for those who have a heart. Although they searched hard, they eventually found that pyramid. Everyone was immediately overjoyed. It seemed that this prophecy was true. If the Giants of Light in this pyramid can defeat those monsters and save them, then there is still hope for them as humans. I really hope that the Giant of Light in this pyramid really exists. But at the same time, monsters have also begun to wreak havoc on the city. People in the city are all in a state of panic, with faces full of confusion and fear. I don't even know what happened, how suddenly such a massive monster appeared. This big guy is very scary, you can tell at a glance that he is very powerful, not something that ordinary artillery can take down. However, Gorzan and Melba quickly moved towards the direction of the pyramid. Because they felt a crisis in that direction. They know there is a Giant of Light in that pyramid. If the Giant of Light in that pyramid were to be resurrected, it would be a huge threat to them. So they had to move quickly in that direction to prevent humanity from resurrecting the Giant of Light. On the other side, Dagu and Lina have already walked into the pyramid. 3 huge stone giants appeared in front of them. These stone giants look a bit like aliens, but they look very cool and imposing. However, these 3 giants are all in stone carving state. Bai Zhongfang sighed and said, Dagu, you are right. There are indeed giants here. That prophecy is indeed true. Perhaps we humans really have hope. Chapter 6. Brave Dagu, the people selected by the light. You are listening at novel full.audio. Maya. So this is the appearance of Diga Ultraman. The Giant of Light turned out to be a stone carving at the beginning. This surprised me very much, Mami. Wow, they are really the 3 light giants of the righteous faction. I thought there was only one light giant, Diga Ultraman, but I didn't expect there were actually 3. Who are the other 2? Why can't our elder brother summon the other 2 Ultramen while only summoning the Ultraman Diga, Masami DG? What I am looking forward to more is how our crew members obtained that divine light stick. How did he become Diga Ultraman again? However, it has to be said that the people selected by the light are indeed good. Why can't I become the Ultraman Diga? Am I too ugly? Or is it that I am too fat to become a Diga Ultraman? It seems that this Ultraman Diga also depends on his appearance when choosing his own master, but Dagu shook his head. Yuan Dagu. It's not like that. Diga is a giant of light with his own independent consciousness. I am not his master, we are just partners. We are warriors fighting against darkness and protecting this earth together. As for how I became Ultraman, you will soon know. Mediation Hui. The ancient saying is very correct. Diga will not become a subordinate of anyone, nor will anyone be his master. Diga and we are partners, warriors on the common front. DG Masami. Poo, I'm really sorry, everyone. I accidentally said the wrong thing just now. You're right, Diga himself is his master, we are partners, we are warriors and teammates on the same front. It's my fault, I'm sorry for our Giant of Light. Next time, I won't be stuttering again. Magnia. What is the Giant of Light? What warrior? Just a jumping clown. If we monsters work together, we can definitely easily defeat this guy. Your good days are coming to an end soon, Jujiehui. Damn it, you ugly monster. It makes people feel nauseous when they see you, and your speech is also very disgusting. We humans will not be eliminated by you ugly monsters, you will never be able to eliminate us humans, Sira. Yes, humans will not be easily defeated by you ugly guys. Although I am also a mutated monster, I always stand with humans. If you go too far, it will destroy the earth. I will never let you do so. At this moment, Dagu in the video suddenly shouted loudly. Suddenly caught everyone's attention, and the chat room quickly quieted down. Before everyone could react, those 2 big monsters had already arrived near the pyramid. And began to destroy the pyramid. After the energy guardianship of the pyramid was destroyed, 3 stone-carved light giants emerged from the open air. Then Gorzan and Melba, those 2 guys, began to destroy the Giant of Light stone carving. Throughout the entire process, Gorzan became even more violent. Because no matter what, he can never resurrect this ancient Giant of Light, otherwise they will really be in danger. Zoga, Hehe, you 2 are so afraid of the resurrection of the ancient light giant. You 2 are too cowardly. He's just as timid as a mouse. Zogat. It looks like it's eating well. If I had appeared earlier, I would have eaten them all long ago. Diga Ultraman will not be resurrected, so you don't have to die. I can only say that these 2 guys are really too weak. After being mocked, Gorzan and Melba felt very unhappy. Come back to the video. At this point, those 2 guys have already destroyed the statues of the 2 Giants of Light. Only the statue of Diga remained undamaged. At this moment, the members of the victorious team rushed over, and Dagu also drove the Fiend to confront the monster. I want to stop the monster from continuing to destroy the Giant of Light. If the stone carving of the last Giant of Light is destroyed, then human hope will really be played out. At this moment, Dagu became anxious. I rushed forward with all my might. However, in no time, the Dagu Fiend fighter jet was hit by Melba and is about to crash. Dagu. Quick parachute jump, Dagu. Seeing this, the members of the winning team were all panicked. But just as Dagu's Fiend fighter jet was about to crash to the ground, a mysterious white light enveloped the ancient Fiend. However, the fighter jet ultimately crashed to the ground. But when you see this, everyone knows what that mysterious white light is. That mysterious white light is the power of light from the ancient giant of light, Diga.Ultraman. The ancient giant of light, Diga.Ultraman, gave his power to Dagu, and he chose Dagu.Ye. Now I finally understand why our Diga chose Dagu, because our Dagu was the first one to rush up and protect the giant of light. In the end, he saved our Diga.Ultraman at a critical moment, but he was hit by a monster on a fighter jet. So our Diga.Ultraman chose him. This may be fate, but it may not be accidental, Jujiehui. It turns out that our Dagu has already been selected by Diga.Ultraman at this time. I didn't expect our Dagu to be so handsome and brave, I was moved. Undoubtedly, he is the protagonist of the live broadcast, handsome, brave, and with a strong sense of justice. He's not the protagonist, what is he? Zhongfangchenji? Yes, I really didn't expect that at this moment, our Dagu has already been selected by the light and can now transform into the Diga.Ultraman. I believe more that this may be fate. Dagu, you look great. You have indeed performed very well, from beginning to end, intermediary Hui. Yes, our ancient culture is indeed very excellent. From beginning to end, it has been the bravest and the best performing. Yuan Dagu. Captain, don't praise me so much. I think everyone is excellent and not inferior to me. If it weren't for me or the Giant of Light, Diga.Ultraman would have chosen any of you. It could be just a coincidence. No matter what, you are all very excellent because, like me, you are warriors who fight against darkness and monsters together and defend this world. Lucia. Okay, Dagu said these few words well. I really appreciate your thoughts. You are indeed different from most people. I really appreciate you, Mami. Your big brother is handsome and excellent. I'm really looking forward to the moment when he's about to turn into Diga.Ultraman. This moment must be very handsome. Chapter 7. Diga transforms into a second-level form, stunning everyone. You are listening at novel.full.audio. In the video, Dagu's plane crashed and exploded on the spot. The members of the winning team were all shocked and their pupils widened. The plane crashed and even exploded. It seems that Dagu has really at this moment, a miracle appeared. Just as Gorzan was about to destroy the stone carving of Diga.Ultraman, the stone carving of Diga.Ultraman suddenly moved. And the light on his chest lit up. At the same time. Surprisingly, there was still music that made people's blood boil. As soon as the excited music was played, everyone immediately became excited and became passionate. My entire bloodline suddenly came alive. Next second. The stone carvings of Diga.Ultraman have been transformed into the true form of Diga.Ultraman. After pushing aside Gorzan's thigh, he immediately stood up from the ground. Diga.Ultraman, the Giant of Light, awakened. Stand up. Seeing this scene, the excitement of the crowd was like boiling water rolling around. Mami. It's Dija. Oh my goodness, my Diga.Ultraman has finally awakened. So that's how Diga was resurrected. I am too excited, my eternal god in my heart, Diga.Ultraman Maya. Cool. I didn't expect Diga.Ultraman to be so cool. This is the power of light. As soon as Gang woke up, he gave me a full sense of justice. At first, I didn't have such a profound feeling, but now I have a greater admiration for Diga.Ultraman, Mayumi. Great, the light of hope for humanity has finally lit up. It's really cool, Diga.Ultraman is simply amazing. Coupled with this passionate music, it's really exciting. Yiroi Bayu. Surprisingly, there is also music, it's quite high-tech. It was indeed very passionate, but what puzzled me a bit now was that as soon as our ancient world fell, Diga.Ultraman woke up. Has our ancient world already transformed into a combination of light and Diga.Ultraman by this time? Zhongfangchenji. I think so, otherwise our Dagu wouldn't have been alive either. At this moment, my emotions are very complicated. On the one hand, I am saddened that Dagu has already died, and on the other hand, I am surprised that the ancient giant of light has been resurrected. My mood is half sad and half surprised. Jujiehui. Yes, I thought this kid might have died completely at the time. Later, when I saw that this kid was still alive, I was also very surprised. I still think this kid has a lot of luck. It's really unbelievable to be able to escape in that situation, so I saw very clearly at that time that our Dagu did not parachute. At the moment of the plane crash, our ancient world had already transformed into a combination of light and the giant of light. That is to say, at this moment, Dagu has been rescued by our Diga Ultraman. This is really exciting, really surprising. Lina. Diga. I am very happy to see Diga again. Thank you, Diga. Thank you for helping us overcome difficulties time and time again. Thank you for bringing hope to us humans. Go back to the video. After seeing the resurrection of the ancient Light Giant Diga Ultraman, the members of the victory team were all stunned, surprised and delighted. Lina exclaimed excitedly, "It's a giant, the giant has been resurrected." "What's going on here?" said Masami Sui in surprise. "How did ancient giants revive? This is unbelievable." The members of the victorious team were still in surprise, and our Diga Ultraman had already engaged in a fierce battle with two monsters. Although Diga Ultraman's movements at this moment are still somewhat unfamiliar and not so agile. The power is not that strong either. But it's just cool, it's very exciting. After seeing the resurrection of the ancient giant, Erba and Gorzan were immediately very angry. Because their plan fell through, they ultimately resurrected one of the giants of light. Gorzan. Damn it, if I had acted a little faster at that time, there wouldn't have been so much going on. I almost destroyed Diga Ultraman. I'm so damn it, I shouldn't have let this bastard come back to life. Erba. Damn it, I also regret my previous actions. My actions were too slow. I should have quickly amplified and destroyed it, but I really didn't expect this guy to come back to life. We were just one step away from destroying this guy, and in the end, we miscalculated. Man Nongxing. You two foolish fools, you can't handle such a little thing. It's really embarrassing. It's so foolish. It turns out that all this trouble was caused by the two of you. It can only be said that you two are really useless. It's embarrassing for us monsters. Li Jiatalong. Stupid to the point, really, looking at me makes me angry. My movements are so slow and clumsy, it's like two stupid pigs. If it were me, these three guys would have been destroyed by me long ago, and they wouldn't have been resurrected, and now I wouldn't have been killed. Kiri aloud. If I can resurrect, even if Diga Ultraman doesn't come to trouble you after the live broadcast ends, I will let you two fools taste my power. I want you to accept the judgment of angels. You are accomplices to humanity, and I see that you did it intentionally. You are accomplices to the culprit, you must accept punishment. The two monsters, Gorzan and Erba, suddenly didn't know what to say. They were very angry in their hearts. But they also have nothing to say. Because they were also very dissatisfied with themselves at that time and felt that they were really too foolish. Gorzan. So if I have the chance to resurrect again, I will definitely let Diga Ultraman fall at my feet. This time, I want humanity to pay a heavy price. I want you to know that I, Gorzan, was just a momentary mistake. Erba. Now compared to the arrival of live streaming, we all have a chance to resurrect, and there is also a chance to become stronger. I believe that Diga Ultraman can be resurrected again, and at that time, I will personally solve that guy. I want revenge. I also want to prove to you that I was just careless at this point in the video. After dozens of rounds of fighting with the two monsters, Diga Ultraman immediately transformed into a red body. Mami. Transformed. Transformed. Our Diga Ultraman has transformed. Wow, what a cool form. It's really cool. This transformation action is also too cool. Diga Ultraman is simply my eternal idol and god in my heart, Jujiehui. It's really cool. It turns out that in the video, watching our Diga Ultraman transform is so cool, so domineering and handsome. Our Diga Ultraman is about to start using his moves, these two ugly monsters are about to suffer. Chapter 8. Diga Ultraman transforms twice, hangs Goer praise Erba. You are listening at novel.full.audio. Masami DG. Cool. New City Master, great, our Diga is starting to take power. I'm just waiting for this moment. Diga, you need to beat these two monsters hard and take a deep breath. Don't be soft on your hands in the video. The two monsters also panicked and they saw Diga transform into a second-level form of power. They felt the danger and together they began to use their ultimate moves to attack Diga Ultraman. Cut. Ha. Cut. Our Diga Ultraman is also not willing to be outdone. The left and right sides blocked the attacks of the two monsters, and then began to charge forward. These two monsters launched a fierce attack. Diga Ultraman's strength is indeed much stronger than before. Each move and strike dealt a heavy blow to the two monsters. The two monsters, Gorzan and Melba, were immediately beaten and shouted incessantly. However, these two guys have hard skin, and Diga Ultraman can only hurt them and cannot quickly kill them. After more than 10 rounds of fighting, Gorzan couldn't bear it and quickly made a hole to escape on the spot. Because he knew that the two of them combined were not opponents of Diga Ultraman, so he could only escape first. Saving one's own life is the most important thing. Otherwise, if we continue to fight like this, he will really die in this place. The opponent's attack was too fierce, he couldn't resist it at all. And precisely at this moment, the light on Diga Ultraman's chest flickered and made a beeping sound. Mami. Oh, why did the light on our Diga Ultraman's chest suddenly flash and make a beeping sound? What the hell is going on here? Does this mean that the power will soon be depleted? So time is running out, isn't it Jujiehui? Yes Mami, it does mean that the power is starting to be depleted. That is to say, the Diga who has already reminded us now should launch the final ultimate attack. After time has passed, he won't have a chance to stop recruiting. At that time, everyone will really be in danger, Mami, so it's like this, then this moment is really dangerous. I'm sweating slightly from watching. Come on, Diga Sunagoe. It's really a loss of life. Gorzan, this guy, actually ran away. It's like losing the face of our monster. It's really losing face at home. Fortunately, he even said before that he wanted to become the ruler of the entire universe and the strongest monster among monsters. It's like laughing my teeth. What kind of anger can this coward, this useless person, this idiot become? Being cannon fodder doesn't even qualify for that Melba. It does make me angry. He only focuses on running away, but doesn't care about me. Fortunately, I helped him escape at the moment when he was running away, but I didn't expect that I would be killed by Diga Ultraman on that day. I thought I could take the opportunity to escape after that guy ran away. Also, at this point, Diga Ultraman's power is almost exhausted. If that guy and I continue to fight against Diga Ultraman, perhaps I won't die. Even if it's a procrastination, we still have to exhaust the power on Diga Ultraman Hilbegong. Oh I haven't completely died yet. I didn't wake up just now, but now I have regained consciousness. It took me some time to understand the situation. I shouldn't have missed the quiz session. But just now everyone said that Gorzan is very cowardly, and after watching it now, I also think it is really too cowardly. It's really embarrassing for us monsters Jobel. It doesn't feel like it's as good as me. I know I'm not very strong, and I've never dared to bubble. However, I feel that Gorzan is even worse than me. Although I am not very strong, I am not willing to be like this. I really want to laugh to death Gorzan. Jobel AI, you big cockroach, stop talking to me. What qualifications do you have to say about me? Do you think you are very powerful? That was just my plan, I was just running away temporarily and then considering it in the long run, because I will come back later. I'm not really cowardly, I'm just running away temporarily and starting from long-term memory. Don't you understand that? If I don't run away again, I'm afraid I'll be instantly killed by Diga Ultraman's ultimate move, and my fate will be just a pile of ash, just like Melba's. I am much smarter than you, but you think I am cowardly and incompetent. You really disappoint me, Maru forced Niza. Not to mention it, what this guy just said is quite reasonable, it is indeed such a truth. If you don't run away quickly, I'm afraid this guy really can't live for a while longer. I don't think this is shameless or embarrassing. If it were me, I might have done the same. Of course, I don't really remember whether I did it back then because my memory is relatively poor. I only remember that I was ultimately killed by Diga Ultraman, and I am not his opponent. Come back to the video. At this moment, Diga Ultraman's whole body had turned blue. This indicates that he has entered the third level state, the lightweight form state. It can also be said to be a flexible state. And at this moment, Diga Ultraman is even cooler. His every transformation is very cool and domineering. After this transformation, his movements have indeed become much more agile. Finally, at a critical moment, Diga Ultraman unleashed a powerful move and swiftly defeated Melba on the spot. With a loud bang, Melba exploded into ashes on the spot. Seeing this, everyone immediately became excited. Diga Ultraman has won. This is his first victory. On board the Fian. After seeing the Giant of Light, he ran away from Gorzan and killed Melba. Everyone was extremely excited. I haven't waited for everyone to speak yet. Next second. Diga Ultraman jumped up and soared into the sky with a whoosh. Flew directly beyond the clouds. Seeing this scene, the members of the winning team were stunned. Digging the well widened his pupils in surprise. His face was full of disbelief and disbelief. I was completely stunned. Jujiehui. Ha ha ha, the surprised expression on the face of Digging the Well made me laugh. It's really funny. I don't know why, it just makes people want to laugh. It feels very funny. Lina. Ha ha ha, Yume, your focus is quite unique, but I also thought so on the spot. I was also amused by the expression on my face when digging a well, it was really funny, very funny. But this guy has always been very funny, he is a person with his own comedic personality, New City philosopher. Ha, your focus is indeed very unique. I didn't originally laugh, but your words made me laugh. Chapter 9. Black World Live begins, boil big bones into soup. You are listening at novel full.audio. Jujiehui. Ha ha ha, haven't you noticed the new city? His expression was also very funny, and seeing his drooling expression, I couldn't help but want to laugh. It can only be said that the expressions of the three of them were very funny, and they were all shocked, each with their own comical expressions. This scene is really funny, DG Masami. Cough, who wasn't surprised when such a situation happened at that time. I widened my eyes, is this abnormal? If it were you, you would definitely be as surprised as I was, because I really couldn't believe that the Giant of Light could still fly. It's really amazing, it's simply unbelievable. That moment really shocked me for 800 years Shinchingjafu. I also felt the same way. At that moment, I was really stunned. I was just amazed by the power of the Giant of Light. After defeating two monsters, he flew away directly. It's really shocking. As an ordinary human, I have never seen such a scene before, and even I was a bit scared. Look, that's Dagu, Dagu isn't dead. He's still alive. Suddenly, DG in the video shouted excitedly and pleasantly. Immediately caught everyone's attention. In the video, all members of the winning team cheered excitedly. And Dagu, who was running by the river, also excitedly greeted everyone. A few people excitedly greeted each other and then began to return. On the plane. What is Dagu pondering? Then he muttered to himself, Diga Ultraman. Next second. He took out something from his chest. That is the divine light stick that can turn him into Diga Ultraman. See here. The crowd in the live broadcast room became surprised and puzzled. DG Masami. Oh, by this time, it turns out that Dagu had already taken out the divine light stick. Dagu, what's going on? When did you get this divine light stick? And there's also your muttering to yourself, that's Diga Ultraman. Did someone tell you that he's Diga Ultraman, Lina? Yes, I'm also curious, and I really want to know what's going on. Mami. It's really amazing. Can Big Brother tell us the secret between you and that giant of light? We really want to know. Dagu smiled calmly. Yuan Dagu. Actually, I wasn't very clear at the time, and my meaning was a bit vague. Let me tell you this, actually, when I was integrated with Diga Ultraman, I wasn't very clear about dealing with monsters. I feel like I had a dream, where I was fighting against those monsters. But it's not so clear, it's quite blurry. And when I was on the plane, there seemed to be a voice in my ear saying that the giant of light was Diga Ultraman. As for the divine light stick, I don't know what happened. When I woke up, the divine light stick was right on me. I just suspect that the divine light stick may have been given to me by the giant of light or something very important, so I have always carried it with me. The reason why I didn't say yes to everyone is because I don't know how to explain it, so I kept wearing it and wanted to figure it out for myself before telling everyone. After listening to Dagu's explanation, everyone finally understood that this was the case. Intermediary Hui. So at that time, you didn't know that you could transform into the giant of light, Diga Ultraman. So you didn't tell us your identity, did you, Yuan Dagu? Yes, I was indeed still in a daze at the time, and I just wanted to figure it out first. As for why I didn't tell everyone later, I have my own reasons and reasons. Everyone can continue to read and see. And at this moment, the image in the video suddenly freezes. Then it turned into a full-screen white color. The white light curtain has been restored once again. Ding! The first segment of the white world, the live video, has been played. Next, a live video of the black world will be played, with each segment featuring a quiz section. There are at least 2 questioning sessions. So everyone should watch carefully to avoid not being able to answer the questions later. It's really a pity to miss the reward. Ding! The Black World comparison live video is about to unfold. As soon as the sound of the live streaming system fell, the image gradually emerged from the black light screen. At this moment, everyone has increased their attention. My spirit has also been lifted. Because the live streaming video of the Black World is the most crucial questioning section in this video. At the same time, everyone is also curious and looking forward to what will happen in the black video. What are the differences between the 2 ancient comparisons? Masami DG. It's really exciting. I really want to know what will happen in the black world and what the difference is from our white world. Zone Fongqing. I am also looking forward to the development of the story in the black world. Since it is a comparison, I want to see where the differences lie. I want to see if Dagu in our white world is more powerful, or if Dagu in the black world is more powerful. Lina. Is there any point in saying that? It must be that our Dagu is more powerful. He can transform into a giant of light, and often he is quite powerful. Many times he has defeated monsters, and I believe our Dagu is more powerful and excellent. Mami. Yes, no matter what, I believe that our big brother is the best. Brother Dagu, he is a hero, a great hero of humanity. Gorzan. Pooh, I think the ancient capitals of 2 worlds are garbage. You are just ordinary mortals. If Dagu didn't rely on the power of the giant of light, I could easily stomp on him with 1 foot Zogat. If I had known this guy was the one who could turn into a giant of light, I would have eaten him first. In this way, no one can become a giant of light, and Diga Ultraman will not appear, and I will not die. I want to boil Dagu into soup and eat it. In this way, I become a hero among monsters, ha ha ha. Zoget's words directly amused a group of monsters. Su na Goe. Yes, that's right. If that's a good sentence, this kid should be boiled into soup. If I knew this kid was the one who could turn into a giant of light, I would do the same. However, we should still have a chance now. If we are resurrected, we will be the first to catch this kid after the live broadcast ends. Then quickly boil him into big bone soup, and we'll share it. It's definitely delicious. Only in this way can I relieve my hatred. Chapter 10. Breaking Gorzan's eyes, everyone stupid. You are listening at novel.full.audio. The members of the victorious team were speechless about the mockery of these monsters. Mami. You monsters are simply cannibalistic demons. You are so despicable. You will never succeed, you will die again at the hands of Diga Ultraman, Silla. It's really too much. After I go out, I'll also boil you into big bone soup and drink it. DG Masami. TSK, these monsters are really crazy, but I didn't expect them to know how to make soup. It seems that these guys have a good understanding of our human dietary culture, Shin Ching Tetsuo. Humph. How could these despicable monsters have a chance to succeed? They are just talking nonsense. They can't do it. I think in the end, they were boiled into big bone soup by Diga Ultraman, which is quite similar. Oh no, it should be after the comparison live broadcast ends. If these guys are defeated by our Diga Ultraman, I will pick up their bones and go home, boil them into big bone soup, and feed them to pigs and dogs. This way, my dog has a lot of meat and big bones to eat. Just as the live broadcast room was bustling, the visuals in the video moved. Just hear a loud bang. As soon as the flames fell from the sky, falling to earth. Then it exploded with a loud bang. A massive monster appeared. A massive monster, it's Gorzan. Masami DG. Oh, so the start of the Black World live broadcast is similar to our White World live broadcast. It's all Gorzan, this big monster, who's here Yiroebayu. This is indeed the same, but I believe there must be differences between the two videos. Let's take a look at what the differences will be next. I am looking forward to it now and filled with curiosity in my heart. Everyone's ideas are similar to those of Yiroi. I really want to know what will be different next. After all, compared to live streaming, there must be differences. Of course, the other party is a story from another parallel world, although there are many similarities with their white world. Otherwise, it wouldn't be called a parallel world. And at this moment, similar to the white world, Victory Team flew over with the Fian fighter jet. But this time it's different. The last time was when Lina led the fighter jet. This time it's Dagu. Zone Fongqing. Indeed, there is a slight difference. This time, the attack was led by Dagu Lai, and Lina played a supporting role. But what surprised me was, can this big guy in the black world really control this fighter jet? But I really want to know his next performance and see what's different about him. DG Masami. This really surprised me a bit. It's a bit different from our Daigo. I just want to know if this big guy will crash, and then how he turned into Diga Ultraman Yiroebayu. Digging a well, it's still early for that section, it's just the beginning. Before the moment of the plane crash, if I'm not mistaken, the next step is to beat Gorzan away, and then they return to the base with a strange stone. Then it was shattered, followed by searching for the Giant of Light and confronting the monster. The process is like this, Lius Lina. Everyone, haven't you noticed anything wrong? This ancient man has a very determined look in his eyes. And his expression was very serious, as if he didn't have any fear or surprise. He even seems to know that this guy will appear, and now his goal is to fiercely attack this big monster. Upon hearing Lina's words, everyone took a closer look and it was indeed true. That's true. This big Gu is really calm. And with a resolute gaze. As if he had already known what had happened. This big guy is more serious, more handsome, and seems to have a stronger physique. There are indeed many differences, although only slight differences, they can still be clearly seen. Even Dagu himself could see it, and he felt that this was the difference. However, what surprised and puzzled him was why his self in the black world was so calm, without any panic, and his gaze was resolute, feeling like a very impressive display. Bang, bang, bang. Just when everyone was surprised and puzzled. In the video, Dagu, without saying a word, launched a fierce attack from the huge monster Gorzan in front of him. The artillery fire was fierce, and each attack accumulated in the most vulnerable area of Gorzan. Just hear a bang. On the spot, he directly smashed one of Gorzan's eyes. Gorzan trembled with fear and stumbled to the ground. Then the other hand quickly lifted up and protected its other eye. Then he lifted the other hand and covered his injured eyes. Then he screamed in pain. Seeing this scene, everyone was stunned. I'm just dumbfounded. Even the monsters widened their pupils in surprise, showing an expression of disbelief and extreme surprise. Digging well Jingmei. Lie trough, lie trough. What is this special situation? Is this? Was it hit by Dagu? Oh my goodness, is this guy so powerful? There was a fierce attack coming up, and in just a moment, it directly shattered one of Gorzan's eyes. This combat power and control ability are too terrifying, too strong. It's simply against the heavens Yerue Bayu. Oh my god, it's really unbelievable. I haven't even reacted yet. This is too impressive. This hit rate is really too strong. The most important thing is that in this situation, most people are panicked and fearful. But our ancient master is so calm and composed. Proficient in manipulation, he is simply a genius. How did he actually do it? This combat power is also too strong. It really surprised me and made me feel unbelievable. New city master, Nyobi, it's really amazing. I'm already dumbfounded, I can still operate like this, I can still do this. It seems that this ancient man is definitely very strong. No wonder his eyes are resolute and there is no trace of panic. At first glance, it is clear that he often trains himself, otherwise he would never be so strong or have such outstanding performance. Mami. Wow, this big brother is so cool and handsome. How impressive. It's really too strong, I admire him so much. Mediation Hui. Not bad, this move is indeed very powerful. I just carefully analyzed it. Dagu's attack just now was just a diversion, but each of his attacks hit the opponent's weak points. That's why Gorzan was panicked and lost. Taking advantage of the other party's panic, Dagu hit them in the eye with a single blow. This move is indeed very ruthless and powerful. It can be seen that this ancient man is very clever. Very rich combat experience. Even I can't compare.